press. Today we're going to be doing a few things in the garage. Night train, Andrew's ZL1 1LE may come over a little bit later. We're going to be doing brake pads, brake fluid, safety check, getting ready for our first few track days. I'll be at the SECA time trials at Carolina Motorsport Park in late March. That'll be my first time trial event. I think Andrew has a Track Night in America event at Charlotte Motor Speedway coming up in early April. So we're going to be putting in a Castrol SRF brake fluid, which has a very, very high wet boiling point. It's great. For Christmas, I got a cool little tool. It's a dedicated 11mm brake bleeding ratchet, which has a pass-through through the socket. So it should be a neat thing to try out. And then got a new magnetic brake draining bottle, which I've used these before and they work great. So Andrew will be showing up in a little bit. I'll get the car up on jack stands, the wheels off, and then we'll get going. So we can see that the pad thickness is definitely pretty low, so it's time to replace them. The rotors look like they're in pretty good shape. We'll check them for minimum thickness, and then we'll check all the bolts on the strut, on the sway bar end links, everything down in the front suspension to make sure nothing is loosened up. It's super easy to remove the pads. Just need a punch. There's 2 pins. Spring clip comes out. Make sure which way it's pointed. I have an arrow on mine, and then there's a 13mm bolt that comes out. That is the protection to keep the pads in. Compress the pads a little bit. They come out. So easy jobs can sometimes become very difficult. So this is what a bleeder valve looks like on your brakes. Unfortunately, this is what happened to the one on my car.
What do you think of this? You like it?
So we are now using a extraction tool to try to remove what's left of this from my brake caliper without having to remove my brake caliper. wish me luck.
So we've drilled out as far as we can, and I've got the extraction tool inserted here. So we're gonna put a tap handle on it and pray to the automotive gods that this works. All right, we drilled it out. We're gonna give this a good team try, see if it works. No, I don't think we're gonna get it. I think we're screwed.
It wasn't your fault.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Hey, so we took a break from last night. Started fresh in the morning. Got the caliper off. It's not a really good picture. So the bleeder screw just kind of smashed out. It did actually start to come out a little bit, but the problem is that the way these bleeders work, and I'm not sure if it's going to sit. Well, let me grab a flashlight. The way these bleeder screws work is there's actually there, you can see it a little bit better now. There's actually a seat down there, and I think when I went in with the drill, unfortunately, I think I went into the seat on the caliper. So here, let me show you what the bleeder looks like. So this is the bleeder screw. It's got holes that drain into this, but actually the sealing is that tapered end into the tapered seat in the caliper. So anyway, I've got a new caliper on order. Hopefully it will not take an inordinate amount of time with supply chain and everything, and we'll get the car back together as soon as we get the parts. Thanks for watching.